friends, welcome back to my channel. I think this might be my favourite emote that Roblox has ever added. But anyway, today I have another mini build for you. I've built this really little cute flower truck thing. Like, I don't really know what I was going for here. I've definitely seen trucks in the UK that are like florists on wheels that go around and you can buy flowers out of the back of them, which is kind of what I wanted to do here, but it's kind of like a emphasized very cute version of that. But I really do love how it looks. Like, this looks super duper pretty just looking at it like this. Like, it looks absolutely stunning. I am in love with this build. It's just the cutest little thing. So it's this adorable little flower truck. We have the window here where you'd come over and pay for your flowers, and you'd order some here, and they can make them in the back with like any flowers you want, and they have some out on display out here as well, just kind of make this very vibrant and pretty. But this is the truck overall. It looks very similar to the other ones, except I've got like this extra bit on the roof here to make it a little bit slightly a different shape. But it is very cute. On the back we just have the logo. I called the company Daisy Chain, which I thought was a very cute like florist name, and it says florist on wheels, and then I put these cute little flower decals all over just kind of fill out the blank spaces. I've really been liking doing these. You've seen I've done them on all the trucks. They really just fill out the blank colour spaces. I think they look really pretty. In the back of the truck here I just have some more flowers on display, and then inside it's just like where you would make the flowers. I've just realised I didn't colour one of the tiles here. Like, I repainted the tiles because I didn't like them at first. Like, I did them a different colour at first and I didn't like them, and I just realised I left one here, which is a little bit annoying, but we'll all pretend we didn't see that. But this is inside the truck, so on this side is where you would make the flowers and stuff, where you put the flowers together, or the plants. We have some like soil, we have seeds of flowers so you can grow your own. We have a bucket and spade here. Like, you'd need a spade for like using soil. In this corner here I thought I got quite creative. I used a planter to kind of be like where you'd store the soil as well. We have the pretty decals all over like we do as well on the outside of the build, so all these little flowers. And then on this side I just have some more plants. I thought I'd put some books on here to be like gardening books. That's kind of what I was thinking. And then at the front of the truck it's just very much like all the other trucks. I just have like the seats, the dashboard, the steering wheel, just kind of make it look a little bit realistic. I used a plunger to be the gear stick, and I just think this little like truck looks so cute. Like, how pretty does that look? I absolutely love it. So if you guys do want to see how I made this truck, please stick around. You can watch the speed build. If not, that's totally fine. Please do like and subscribe if you did enjoy this video. Comment down below with any future video ideas, and as always, a huge thank you for watching. Bye guys. Mwah. So as always, I'm starting out by planning out the size of the truck. Again, it's going to be 4x2. Originally I was planning on doing something a little bit different with the roof in this build, but it didn't come out as I thought it would in my head, so I do eventually go back to doing a flat roof. So this is me just trying to work with this round roof for a while, but it really didn't work out. Now I'm just going to attempt to put some windows in again. I'm struggling with this. I had this idea in my head for this truck, but nothing really kind of worked out as I planned. So in the end I just ended up kind of winging it. So instead I move on to doing the front of the truck, which is the easy bit, which I've done so many times now that I could probably do it with my eyes closed. So I'm just making up the front of the truck using some dressers and some tables to make it look like the shape of a van. And then I'm back on the side of the truck, and I'm just going to put some wheels on using these circle decals. And now this is where I delete the roof and add a flat roof instead, but I decided to bring it out once more like this, so it's got like a little lip over the front of the truck. And then I'm using this window to be like the window to where you'd buy flowers from, adding some windows to the side and to the front. And then I'm just adjusting those so they're all the right height. And then I'm placing these small pillars, which you'll understand what this is later on, but it's just kind of a little hanging thing over the side of the window. I'm guessing it kind of be portable that you can put down. But I just use these cute little pillars to do that. It'll make more sense later on. Now I'm adding a few little decals around the bus truck thing. And then I'm going to add a big decal in the middle here, which will have a logo on it eventually. And then just moving these so they fit around that decal. At the back of the truck I'm adding 2 doors again, as I always do, so you can get inside the truck to make it functional, and then putting pillars on all of the corners just to kind of finish those edges up. Now I'm painting everything. Now I decided to go with like a wooden texture, which you wouldn't usually get on a van. This is kind of like an emphasised version of a flower truck, but I do think this colour scheme looks really pretty together. I'm adding this decal over the window, which will have another logo on it, and a table under the window that I can put some plants and stuff on. And then I'm just making sure they are all painted as well, painting the front of the truck, and then adding some lights in as well to be the headlights. And now we're back to the side of the truck again. I'm just painting all of these decals to match the actual truck so that they all blend in perfectly. And I'm also painting the wheels black so they're not a funny colour at the back. And then I'm moving on to paint this little kind of frame, the same wood as the pillars, and painting the roof green. Now it's time to grab some vases. I'm going to put a bunch of different vases on this little table here that I'm going to fill these with flowers later on, and I think they will look super beautiful. And a few hanging baskets from this frame, which now kind of makes more sense of why I added it. It's just a way to put these hanging baskets up because I knew they would make the build look super pretty and cute and just really show that it is a flower shop. So I added a few of these to make them look like they were hanging from the frame. It took me a little kind of moving around to get them to kind of sit right, but in the end I was pretty happy with them. And then I'm adding a few more plant pots that I can put some plants in there, some roses and sunflowers and stuff. I'm also going to add a quick sprinkler just to kind of help me keep these plants living because things do die so quick. Now I'm filling up these with some plants. I'm using roses, these like daisies, and then I'm also going to use just some of the standard flowers as well, and then a couple of sunflowers in this back corner. And then I'm painting those all different ranges of colours. I wanted lots of colours in this build because flower shops are always so vibrant and pretty, so I wanted to make all the flowers a different colour. So I'm using blues, pinks, greens, oranges, reds, just any colour I could think of, and I think it looks really pretty in the end. And then I'm painting all of the hanging baskets and pots and vases, so basically painting everything I just placed. And then I'm going to place a few bouquets so that I can put them in the vases and paint those. And then I'm moving on to the back of the truck. I'm painting these doors here to match in with everything else. So we're going for wood and green again and white handles. As you can see, I have now put some flowers in the vases at the front of the truck as well, so I did come out of build mode and put those in, but because of my seamless editing you couldn't even tell that I'd been out of build mode. I added a little bit of flooring under here as well, which doesn't really make sense, but it looks pretty. And I also put some plants at the back of the bus. Now I'm heading inside and putting some floor down, and I'm also going to add some counters in here, which will be the counters where you would prepare the bouquets on. It took me a little while to adjust this because I realised that that window wasn't central, so the counters weren't central either, but I kind of got it to work in the end. And then I'm just adding a sink because I figured you need water for vases and flowers to keep them alive, and I'm putting a few different shelves on the wall. I'm going to fill these with vases again. And a few different plant pots as well that I can put flowers in. And I'm also going to add a few of the hanging baskets inside as well. I'm just going to repaint this one so it's not the same colour as the other. And then I painted the floor black because I'm going to put tiles on there eventually. I painted the counters this nice blue colour with white because I thought it was really nice pastel colour. It really went nice with the green that I was using. And I put this little planter in the corner to be kind of like the area where you store soil, because I figured you need soil for looking after plants. And then I'm painting the shelves all different ranges of wood, different coloured wood. I think this looks really pretty having the different colours together. And I'm painting the vases as well. Just lots of pretty pastel colours. I really want to use pastels in this build. I mean, I use pastels in every build, so I think it's pretty obvious by now that I do like pastels. Now I'm just looking around the van trying to work out what to put on the counters because I didn't really think ahead for this bit. So I decided to use some of these papers to be kind of like the clear wrapping that you get around a bouquet of flowers, and then I put another bouquet of flowers on there as well just to kind of emphasize on this. But I did get rid of one of the piles of paper in there because I thought it looked a little bit messy. At first I added these spoons in to kind of look like what are they called, shovels, but it doesn't really look like shovels. And then I added a planter with it as well. I'm not sure what I was getting at here. It does look quite cute in the end, and you kind of can see what I was going for. Then I'm just throwing some more little decal things around the truck. I decided to add some curtains as well to the window. I thought this looked really nice with this build because it's so like floaty and kind of airy and goes like with the naturey build. Added a little bin down here just to kind of fill this area up slightly. And then I'm starting to put the tiles in. I'm just using these garden tiles again. I absolutely love these on floors. Now at first I do paint these yellow and white. I do later on in the video change these because I didn't really like how they looked once I came out of build mode. And then I'm adding a little sponge next to the sink because it doesn't feel like one of my builds if I don't have a sponge. Then I'm just trying to add a few more flowers onto the shelves. Then I added some tulips into these little pots as well. I realised that these ones were way too high up, so I had to delete those. And then I added this little decal here, which I'll eventually put a little seed packet in decal that I have that I thought I'd just use in there for something a little bit different, just kind of show that this is the area where you prepare flowers and plants. Then I'm putting in the chairs at the front of the truck that I always use. I always use this chair as like the driving seat. I'm not sure. I think it's the closest thing that looks like an actual car seat that you have in Bloxburg. And then I'm using this long decal and circle decal to be a dashboard and steering wheel. And then moving some of the tiles into here. I realised that the tiles at the front were out of order, so this is just me rearranging them. And then I'm just painting all of these chairs. I went for like a darker green than I used outside. And this is where I switched out that weird looking spoon thing for a bucket and spade, which still doesn't really make sense, but if you look at it straight on you can't see the sand in there, so it just looked like a bucket and spade for using for plants. Now I'm just adding some more plants about. I wasn't really sure what to put in here. I'm adding a few lights to the ceiling as well. And a few more decals around the wall because I realised I only did that one wall before. And I realised it was a little bit dark in here, so I added a few candles just to lighten up the build a little bit. And I added some books to be kind of like gardening books that they could sell at the little shop. I also added a wheelbarrow outside. I just thought it looked cute and it kind of went with the whole build. And then this is me thinking I was finished, but this is where I came back and changed the floor, because once I left build mode I realised I really didn't like the floor, so instead I went for like two-toned of wood which matched the shelves on the wall, and I think this looks so much better with this build. And then after that the build is done. Thank you for watching all the way to the end of the video. Please do like and subscribe if you did enjoy this video. Comment down below with any future video ideas, and as always a huge thank you for watching. Bye guys. Mwah.